Everything is changing and artists are leading the way. This video is a top 10 list, the top 10 ways that digital technology is changing the world. Number 10, eliminating the gatekeepers. Technology has allowed us to create things at home like movies and music that once required expensive equipment and materials that individuals couldn't possibly afford. Now, people are doing things using digital tools and they're putting it out into the world using digital means of distribution, and they're doing it a lot. They're practicing at it and they're getting better and better instead of waiting for somebody else's permission to get started. Which brings us to our next topic. Number 9, abundance instead of scarcity. People are doing exactly what they want. They're giving it away for free using digital means of distribution. They're gaining an awareness for their work, and then they're ultimately making a living from it. This is an increasingly realistic career path. This reflects a big change in consciousness. Rather than the creation of a one-of-a-kind art object, the natural characteristic of digital art and digital technology is infinite abundance. A literal web of people finding things that they like, linking to them and passing that on in an ever-expanding circle. When I was little and I was bored and I couldn't find anybody to play with, I remember my mom telling me to just go outside and play. Other people would see me having fun and they would want to come out and play too. So listen to my mom, go outside and play, have fun, other people will want to play with you. Number 8, the blurring of boundaries. Whether something is a photographic image, a painted image, or something in between, whether an image moves or interacts with the viewer, whether it has sound or whether it's only sound, no image at all. These are all examples of something that can be created on a laptop in a living room. These examples have become choices in the toolbox rather than examples of different mediums. This fundamentally changes our approach to creative endeavors. The iPad and other similar devices are an indication of this shift of consciousness. They are devices that specifically exist as a way to experience this blurred creative content. Number 7, integration of the digital and physical. Artwork is being created that is a unique combination of digital and physical approaches. This work couldn't have been created using only one or the other. In a larger context, as technology progresses and we integrate the digital world more and more into our daily experience, as we develop increasingly subtle and sophisticated interfaces using intuitive, natural movements and gestures, expect the digital and the physical worlds to blend seamlessly. Digital technology becomes more like this invisible, enabling quality rather than something that's separated from the physical world. Number 6, education redefined. According to author Daniel Pink, the educational system that we have now was developed during the 19th century, during the Industrial Revolution. And this is an important observation. Much of our educational system is still geared towards being quiet, sitting still, memorizing and repeating what the teacher says. These are exactly the kind of skills that you'd need to operate complex machinery or manage and organize people that do. In this system, however, originality and creativity can actually be seen as disruptive. The people that we need the most right now are often disenfranchised or outright discouraged by our educational system. Creativity and originality are the valuable commodities of the 21st century, which I'll talk about in our next point. Number 5, creativity drives the economy. Thanks to digital technology, the kind of content that's created in most offices can be created from anywhere in the world and then delivered almost anywhere else virtually instantaneously. That means if you're competent but not particularly original, then you are competing with all of the other competent, unoriginal people all over the world, and the prize goes to whoever is willing to work the cheapest. If you are creative and original, though, and you're doing something unique that only you could do, then you have wider potential and vaster opportunities than ever before. Number 4, hybridization, combining different interests to make something new. I love digital art. One of the things that I like about it the most, I've always had a lot of different interests and things that I wanted to explore creatively. Digital technology enables me to take all of these different interests and combine them and make something new and unified. The ability to make unexpected connections from seemingly unrelated interests creates something unique that no one else could make in exactly the same way. Number 3, global community. Social networking and internet collaboration. Maybe there is something sad about having a bunch of friends that you've never met. On the other hand, I really like having a community of generous, inquisitive minds that share my interests and inspire me on a daily basis. This idea of potential collaboration based on mutual interests on a global scale has enormous possibilities. Also, the concept of gaming promises an immersive environment that has enormous potential for collaboration and learning. Game designer Jane McGonigal is developing collaborative games specifically to address real-world problems. Jane says, reality is broken, game designers can fix it. Number 2, intelligence is multifaceted, and our emerging culture is too. As we learn more and more about the brain and the various ways that we process information, we encounter more and more evidence that shows us that intelligence is multifaceted. There are different kinds of intelligence and different ways of learning. And creativity isn't just a quality that you magically have or don't have. It can be learned, it can be cultivated and developed. If our educational system fails to address these new insights, it means a lot of people falling through the cracks and a lot of wasted potential. Intelligence is multifaceted and divergent, and our emerging digital culture is too. And finally, number 1, unlimited potential. Digital technology has no inherent characteristics. It has no permanent limitations. It's just ones and zeros that make everything, like atoms in the physical world. Its potential is literally unlimited. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I think there are no potential negatives to the emergence of digital technology. I mean, post-literate society? That doesn't sound good. Potential benefits go hand in hand with potential pitfalls. The reason there are big challenges is because of the enormous potential of digital technology. And most of this potential is centered around creativity and innovation. People have never had any success trying to suppress potential and keep people ignorant to save them from themselves. Instead, we have to do our best to negotiate through the potential pitfalls and harness and explore the enormous potential of digital technology and digital creativity.